Yo, what up, boys and girls? It is Quonky bringing you episode 2 of Rush, Rape and Pillage. Now, I guess you're wondering how comes I didn't do it on Battlefield. Now, that is going to be coming up in the next episode, episode 3. I'm going to be doing Rush, Rape and Pillage actually on Battlefield 3. I just haven't really had too much time to play it. Mainly because I've spent literally the whole of my week in London. And a few of you kind of actually think I live in London. I don't. I live on the outskirts. Like, I live in Kent. But it's only an hour and 10 minutes away London by train. So it's relatively quite close. And I was there, you know, all this week, and it's just so different from anywhere else in, like, the world, I suppose. Or anywhere else in England. Like, it's only in London where strange things can happen. It's like, at the moment, I'm not going up to London anymore. I've basically done everything I had to do up there. I'm not going to go in detail about it. But there's really weird things that happen in London. In this commentary, I'm just basically going to sit back and explain them. Because people who don't live in London are going to be like, what the fuck? But it might happen in, like, places where you live, kind of. I don't know, but put in the comments down below where, I don't know, where you live, like, crazy things that happen. But, like, today, I was, like, on the London Underground, just going down. And to get on the Jubilee Underground, the Jubilee line, you have to go down 2 flights of escalators. And escalators are ridiculously big. If you were to look up from the down up, it's like looking to the escalators to heaven. It really is. It's like you can't even see the whole of it. You can't even see the top of the escalators if you were to stand back a tiny bit. It just goes up for, like, ever. And in London, there's this thing where if you're not running down the escalators, or if you're not going up the escalators fast, you stand to the right. That way, if you stand to the right, all the people who really are in a rush can go down the left. Quite a smart idea. But I was in London, I don't know, it was about 6 in the morning I managed to get in London, like, actually into London. And, no, around about 6:30, actually, I got in London. And I was getting the Jubilee train, obviously, like, going to Stratford? Yeah, going to Stratford. And I guess people in America are like, what the fuck is Stratford? Oh my god! Basically, like, the end line of Jubilee, like, the Jubilee line goes to Stratford, and on each way it stops in, like, Canary Wharf and all up there. But I go down these escalators, obviously standing to the right, and there's people charging. I mean, they are going balls deep on these escalators, like, running down them stairs, like. There was a bloke in his, like, 50s, fucking 50s, like, late 50s, nearly early 60s. Not too sure how old he was. But he was charging down the stairs, no word of a lie. And just, you know the bit where the escalators run flat? And, like, the bit where you get off the escalators and it stopped moving? He basically belly slided across that, where he's just running so fast. He ran into a bit where it wasn't moving, and he just belly slided, like, across the floor. It was the most hilarious thing. In a suit as well. But he just got back up, fucking fixed his suit and ran along. But what was ironic is everybody running after him, like, fell on top of him. So there's like a big massive bundle at the bottom of the stairs, and they managed to get up and run. They'd probably done it on the other, like, elevators, escalators as well, because there was 2. And the funny, ironic thing is, you know, I'm just chilling, going down the escalators, like, just standing on the right, while I watch all the dumb cunts running down on the left. And I get to the bottom. Everyone who goes down that part of the escalators are going to the same place, because there's only one train. Like, they're going to the same place. It's like the Jubilee line. Only one train comes, the Jubilee train, that's it. I believe. That's what I've known to believe. And that kid just got turned on. But anyway, there's only one train. And the train comes every, like, 3 minutes. 3 minutes to 5 minutes. So, if you miss a train, like, I actually missed a train a few days ago, and I got my phone out to text. I sent, like, 3 texts, and in the course of them texts, another train had already come. But anyway, getting back to the point, what the ironic thing was, is there was people, like, even the person, the fucking old bloke that belly slided across the floor, they were all standing there like muppets waiting for the train to come, and I just casually walk, like, there, and they're all there waiting. So after all that running about, I mean, these people aren't in, like, jogging bottoms and fucking sweatpants and everything else. They're fully, like, tie suit, shoes, like, they're fully booted, and they're going down these stairs so fast, it's ridiculous. Another thing in London is all the Asian people. Like, I love Asian people, they're really cool. But there's, like, little tiny girls, like, the size of my leg. And a girl, like, she was Chinese. And I got talking to her because, obviously, we're sitting next to each other. And London can be really very, very, very friendly. Or they can be really nasty and hateful. And they would ram into you. Like, not even care. Like, you'd be on the floor dying and they'd be like, yeah, fuck off. Like, I have a meeting. Like, you can go fuck right now. I have a meeting right now. You can go die. I don't care. Like, they could be like that. Or they're the most friendliest people on the planet. And this Asian girl, I don't know, she was like nothing, she weren't even 5 foot. She was like 4 foot, like 9 or something, I have no clue. She was tiny, she was really diddy. Looked like she had fell out of a Kinder Egg or fell out of like a McDonald's toy. It was actually the size of one. And she just started talking to me, which is kind of abnormal because I'm relatively, compared to a person that size, I'm huge. She was like the size of my leg. No shit. And she was the one who started the conversation. Started talking, she was like, oh, where are you from? Because, like, I see you looking, because obviously I don't know London too well. I was standing there looking at the board for quite a long time, trying to realise what platform I was on. Realised I was on the wrong platform. And she was going in the general direction I was going in. I was like, wait, you need to be on my platform. Walk across there. She's just talking to me. And it's just like, as I was talking to her, there was like 500 other Asian girls, or Chinese girls, or girls that look Asian, or Mandarin, or I'm not too sure what they call them in London, but girls who are Asian. And I virtually, since my time being in London, it's now ended for like the whole week, I only ever saw like 3 Asian men, but the amount of Asian girls is ridiculous. There's like, I don't even know, there's just a ton of them. And like, you could throw like a rice bowl down, and there'd be like 500 Asian girls jump on it. Literally. But that's kind of stereotypical, but you get what I'm trying to say here. Ah, the Chinese man I saw on the way home was a fucking legend, and so was the monk. Anyway, moving on to the fucking Chinese man, right? Now, coming home, the train is always fucking packed. Like, 3 times in a row, I had to stand up coming home. Like, literally stand up because the train was so packed, I stood up for like an hour and a half coming home. Absolutely ridiculous. It stopped at every stop, and you just have to stand up because so many people on the train. And, you know, if there's one seat available, you take it, you take it. That's my seat, I want that seat, I take it. And there was actually a bloke who was like behind me, and the bloke in front of me got up out of the seat, and the bloke behind me literally like judo flipped over the seat. And again, he was actually quite old, he had a laptop bag and everything, and you know, he's about 30-40. He judo flipped over the seat as if he was like Hong Kong Fooey, straight into the seat. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, I didn't even want to sit down. Like, my stop is literally like 2 minutes away. Why would I try? Oh, but I didn't want you to take your seat, my legs are hurting. So if your legs are hurting, mate, your side's going to be hurting. You just judo flipped over the seat, mate, to get a seat. Like, what are you doing? Not that I actually said this, but I said it in my brain. Half of this stuff I say it all in my brain and giggle to myself because that's what I do. But it's kind of stupid. And today, oh my god, there was an Asian man, and he was a legend, right? I get on the train, and there was a seat, one empty seat, just an Asian man sleeping. Never fuck with an Asian man when he sleeps, by the way. He'll give you evils. Anyway, he was sleeping. And I hate putting my bag up on the top compartment because London, you know, they'd probably get nicked. And especially in the part I was in, so it'd probably get nicked in like London Bridge or something, it'd get nicked. So I thought, you know what, he's sleeping, he ain't gonna fucking know. He's way out of it, like monging up against the window, everything. So I thought, I rest my, and it's a big bag, it's not like it was a small bag, it's a big bag. And I rested, I fucking basically put it on his lap. Literally just put it on his lap. He didn't even wake up for about an hour of the journey, didn't budge, didn't even wake up, nothing. And he finally wakes up, looks out the window, looks at me, and just goes back to sleep again, not even knowing the bag was on his lap. So, it's quite funny. And then a monk come on the train. I was like, what the fuck? He's like a monk in fucking dandy flip-flops and that orange robe. On a train with like the bald head, everything. He was a monk. Like a Shaolin monk, like the bulletproof monk. I have no clue. The train monk. But he come on the train, and I was like, I was looking to myself, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like you're a monk, and you're on a train. Shouldn't you be like riding a donkey or a camel or something? Like, not a train. It's like you're in your monk robe and your monk suit, and it's like, it doesn't suit you. I so wanted to take a picture. But he sat in front of me on the other side. So for me to take a picture, I would physically have to stood up, stand in front of him and be like, wait, monk, smile, and then take a picture. He's like, not very, like, shouldn't do that because you go kung fu on your ass. But anyway, the sleeping Asian was quite funny. But on from that, this has been the end of the commentary. I am going to be quite squeaky because I'm going to make it quite funny. Hopefully you like it. So I'm going to speed it up. So this isn't actually the sound of my voice. Just me sped up like around about 3 times. So I hope you like it. Take it easy, boys. Message me and comment what you thought about this commentary on London, because I spent a whole week there. Well, this is quite a fantastic place. That's all. Take it easy, boys and girls. Comment. Peace.